Alrighty. 1 second while I get set up here. Make sure everything is going alright. Perfect. Alright. Let's start some Vintage Cube draft, shall we? Been a while. Been eagerly looking forward to this. I love Vintage Cube. And, oh, hang on. Whoops, there we go. Welcome, Joest. How's it going? Okay, so it's been a while since I flexed these muscles, and they changed Vintage Cube quite a bit. I like Lily. There's not that much black in this pack. There's also not that much red. We could take Chandra, who is very good. Although they took out Terror of the Peaks, and I think they depowered the mono red a little bit, if I'm understanding the changes correctly. There's also Everflowing Chalice or like Mystic Confluence. I think I'm going to go with Mystic Confluence because there's basically no blue cards in this pack. So if I take this, I can cut blue. And it's vintage. Blue's powerful. Alright, pack number 2. Oh, there's a Mind Twist. Signet. Empty the Warrens. There's an Urza. Let's see. So Mind Twist can win by itself if you can kind of storm up with mana. Bitter Blossom is very good. I could have had Liliana Bitter Blossom if I had gone the mono black route. I think I'm going to take Urza. Maybe we can do like some big blue artifacts or something like that. I'm not a huge fan of Inferno Titan. Red-green is like super open. Alright. Hey, Tarek. Welcome, Kefka. How's it going, guys? Alright. There's a Misty and a Polluted Delta, as well as Jace, Wheel of Fortune, Sphinx of the Steel Wind, and a Signet. I think I'm going to go with Polluted Delta. I do want access to some blue fetches. Yeah, I would have. I think I'm going to take the Polluted Delta. I think the fixing is going to be very important. Blue fetches are generally really good. There's Show and Tell, a card that I've never cast very successfully in my entire life. There's a Banefire, Dark Confidant. We're kind of heavy for Dark Confidant. Man, we could have had Dark Confidant too. Oh, I should have gone with the black strategy. I think we'll just take. I don't want to take Show and Tell. Every time I've cast Show and Tell, my opponent has put something bigger and scarier than I have into play. So I do not like Show and Tell. I think I'm going to take Banefire, actually. I tend to do quite well with Izzet. I like playing Izzet a lot. Alright, in this pack we have Repeal, Expansion Explosion, Lightning Strike, and Sad Robot. I do love me some Sad Robot. Char is good removal. Let's take Sad Robot. Alright, Fiery Confluence is amazing in Vintage Cube, and I'm already considering playing red, so I'm going to take the Fiery Confluence here. Okay, Thirst for Knowledge fits into what we're doing, so does Flame Tongue Kavu. I'm going to take Thirst. Ooh, Sundering Titan. There's a Baral, but I'm not playing Storm. Let's do like see if we can do like the Izzet Artifacts thing. That sounds like fun. Grim Lavamancer can be used as a... Hope you slept well. We demand 6 hours of streaming. We'll see how many cubes I can run through today before running out of steam. I only intend to play cube tonight because I've been wanting to play this and haven't had the chance yet. Netherizer, thank you for following. I really appreciate the support, and you're a wonderful human being. Okay, we've got an on-color signet, which I do like. Yeah, I'm going to take the signet. The fun thing about Vintage Cube is you can play just about anything you want as long as you do something powerful. That, and it's usually a little different every time. I'll take Raging Ravine. We do have a girl signet. We could probably dip into a little bit of green if we wanted to. So, we'll leave that as an option. Hoping you get some Power 9. Yeah, me too. Expansion Explosion. Take Teague for the sideboard, which we're probably not playing. Hey, speaking of Time Walk, Tarek, you're magic. I'm absolutely going to take Time Walk here. Yep. Okay, there's a Brain Freeze, Avalanche Riders, Blood Crypt. Treachery is very strong, and so is Worn Power Stone. Yeah, it really is, Netherizer. Yeah, Treachery is just too strong not to play. Ooh. And a Time Warp. And a Blue Signet. And a Looting, and an Inkwell. Ah, there's a lot of things in this pack I really like. Yeah, let's take some turns. I like the idea of taking some turns. Yeah, Swords to Plowshares Yargle edition. It's great, isn't it? Sometimes when they update the art in these cubes, I kind of like lose track of what the card is and have to relearn what it looks like. Because after having done Cube for so long, last time it was around, I had to like retrain myself to look for certain cards because I'm more prone to miss them. I do like Frantic Search actually in this deck. Like, we're not doing Storm things, but Frantic Search just digging for some of our more powerful cards is going to be good. PN Kirinalar is not bad. We could take Wildfire if we get a few more, like, artifact rampy pieces. O-Stone's not bad. What deck are we playing here? I think I like Frantic Search. This deck is probably Wildfire-y. Ooh, a Fast Bond? Fast Bond is pretty good. We do have a tiny amount of green fixing. We have no draw 7s, though, which is when Fast Bond excels the most. There's a Wormcoil Engine, which would not be a bad card to have. Same with Rabble. I think I'm going to take Fast Bond, and we're going to see if we can pick up any of the other draw 7s. Alright, I do like, I think, Basalt Monolith here. Spell Pierce is also very good. Leovold is very strong, but I don't think I can make the mana work for him. Like, we have a Polluted Delta, but we have very little fixing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take Monolith here. Ooh, Time Raveler. Elspeth, there's a Swift Spear. I think we take Time Raveler and see if we can splash him. If we can't, it's no big deal. I like Crucible. We do have a fetch land, and we're gonna have a lot of blue sources, so Crucible, fetch land, fast bond is definitely a combo. Alright, there's a Nighthawk Scavenger, a Koth. I guess Razor Verge Thicket might help us like go 4 colors for Teferi. Bayou is fetchable off of Polluted Delta, actually. Maze of Ith is very strong. But Bayou helps us play Fast Bond, so that's what I'm going to take. Ooh, we can get so we're already trying to play green for Fast Bond. We could take Regrowth for Regrowth Time Walk, which is also very strong. That, or we can take Blood Crypt so that Polluted Delta can fetch red. I think I like Regrowth, though. Electromancer or Inkwell. Inkwell is good if we get, like, Tinker. Electromancer makes Frantic Search a ritual. And in addition, cheapens up some of our more expensive spells. Kind of like Electromancer. Wildfire came all the way around. Perfect. Take the Rabble. Inspiring Vantage can help us cast a Fairy. Not a huge fan of Dark Dwellers, though it can cast Time Walk out of the grave. And Experimental Frenzy I will not be playing in this deck. Electromancer makes Time Walk cost 1. The dream. Hey, it's a Mox Emerald. Okay. I like how the auto pick was like, you should take a Maria's Call, and there's a Power 9 in this pack. Oh man, but we're giving up on Soulfire Grandmaster, and Dak Faden, and Uro. It's like, these are really powerful cards. Do we take Soulfire Grandmaster and try to go for the Dream Time Walk Soulfire combo? Soulfire might wheel. Mox Emerald definitely will not. I think we take the Emerald. There's so much good stuff in this pack, though. It's kind of sickening, really. Mox Emerald also does fix for green for Fast Bond and Regrowth. I'm probably not playing white or Teferi. I think that might be stretching it a little too far. But we can dream. Oh, man. Okay, so... there's another Wildfire, which will probably come around. There's a Mana Vault, Ponder, and Manamorphose in this pack. Manamorphose helps us cast anything. Mana Vault, we could play like a turn 1 Crucible of Worlds, I guess. I don't know. We could turn 1 Solemn Simulacrum, which would be pretty awesome. I think I'm going to go with the Ponder. But we have Sundering Titan and crap. What do we take? I don't know what we take. I'm not practiced enough to keep doing this. Pestermite can untap things like Basalt Monolith, which is fun. I think I'm just going to take Ponder, because my brain is melting on this pack right now. Alright. There's a Cryptic Command. Cryptic Command is good. There's a Lodestone Golem. Tundra could help us splash to Fairy. Wandering Fumarole is too direct on color. Mana Vault was probably correct, yes. But I took the cantrip. Noxon, welcome to the stream. I think I'm going to take the 2 primary colors fixing, because we have double blue and double red. So Fumarole seems ideal here. Seachrome Coast. Verdant Catacombs could fetch a forest or bayou, so it still only fetches green. Muldrifter is good. Verdant Catacombs is another fast bond combo, but I don't know how many green sources we're gonna have. You guys are silly. Um, I think I'm gonna take Muldrifter. Mind's Desire. I mean, we're not Storm. I kind of wish we had been though, because Storm was like really open, at least in Pack 3. Somebody might have been forcing it earlier, so it's probably for the best that we didn't. But I have no idea what I'm playing right now. It's kind of just like a deck that I'm excited, picking cards that I'm excited for at the moment. We do not have that many creatures, but we have Time Walks. Nissa being double green is probably a little bit too difficult to play. I mean, maybe not. We do need win cons. I'm gonna take Nissa. There's a Through the Breach. There's a Yorion. Garrick Wildspeaker. Off-color Signet. Young Pyromancer. Young Pyromancer could win the game very quickly with a bunch of Time Warps. Eureka is probably a little too hard to cast. Forge Master could get Sundering Titan. But we don't have that many cheap artifacts though, which is kind of why it's a problem. I actually like Orzhov Signet. Yeah, we don't have enough like cheap. Maybe we do. I'll take Young Pyro. Okay. Marsh Flats. Soulfire Grandmaster was in our opening pack with Mox Emerald, so we took Mox Emerald. But yes, I am aware of how good it would be in this deck. Noble Hierarch is rampant fixing. Marsh Flats. Probably not going to have that many planes, if any. We're not playing black for Night's Whisper. Probably just take Noble Hierarch, I guess. Geist of St. Traft seems good. I'll take a Geist. Soulfire Grandmaster didn't come around and Uro came around. No respect for Uro. I would like Stomping Ground, but... Overgrown Tune doesn't really fix our mana. I think I take Mana Morphos, because we're going to have some difficulty casting some spells, I sense. Thragtusk? I'm not playing anything in this pack, I think. I'll put Heartbeat in the sideboard, Shieldred in the sideboard. Through the Breach in the sideboard, and Already in the sideboard. Okay, I have no idea what I'm playing, but it's going to be fun. Alright. Jesus. Alright. Yeah, we're going to kind of have to focus on the Time Walk strategy. Which I think means we don't have a lot of big colorless threats, so I think we have to drop Basalt Monolith and Sundering Titan. Banefire, Expansion Explosion. This could actually be another Time Walk, which gives it a lot more value in this deck than I was initially thinking. Fast Bond is probably not going to be that good, because we don't have any really strong card draw. And, like, it's really good with Crucible and a fetch land, but we only have one fetch land that we're actually playing. I think the plan is to just play, like, a Rebel Master and then Time Walk a couple of times. Okay, let's see. Well, for dropping the artifact mana, I'm probably not playing Wildfire. Most of my cards die to Wildfire anyway. Urza gives us a mana sink. which is kind of nice. He's just a little awkward because we don't have a lot of artifacts to tap, like, to make mana or anything. I have to cut 5 cards. Alright, Frantic Search might be a little ambitious. Same with Manamorphose. Well, Manamorphose can actually make stuff easier. I think actually I'm going to play Manamorphose for its intended purpose, which is fixing. I think Nissa is going to be hard to cast. We're not going to have that many forests either. Like, we have Bayou, but she's better when you have a lot of forests. I need to cut at least 3 cards still. Thirst for Knowledge is less good because we don't have that many artifacts. We don't have, like, any card draw other than Expansion Explosion, Mystic Confluence. I guess we have Uro. I don't want to cut basically any of these cards, because if I do, Young Pyromancer is going to get a lot worse. I could actually play Biogenic Ooze. It would be kind of difficult to activate, but not impossible. Treachery is really strong, so is Time Warp, Mystic Confluence, and Fiery Confluence. Something's got to give. Come on, Kano. You can do it. Is Fiery Confluence going to be easily castable? Probably not, but Fiery Confluence in Vintage Cube absolutely wins games, like, by itself. So I'm kind of reluctant to get rid of it. Maybe I don't need Banefire, because we kind of have Expansion Explosion for reach if we need it. I dropped some of the mana rocks, so I guess that's fair. I need to cut one more card. Realistically, it's probably Geist. Geist is really good with Time Walks, though. Alright. We're playing whatever this abomination is. Does Urza synergize with what we're doing? Urza gives us a good mana sink that we're going... Because theoretically, we're going to play out all of our lands very quickly. So, I kind of want an effect like Urza. Alright, we need Bayou, Polluted Delta, Raging Ravine, Wandering Fumarole. I guess Inspiring Vantage, and Mox Emerald is just a forest. Good old 4-color whatever it is. 4-color Time Warp. Let's do it. I do feel bad about the Soulfire Grandmaster, but considering we're only splashing white, we're 4-color Uropile. No! How dare you point this out to me? How do I ban Tarek? Gosh. Is there any world where you could do Uro things with time warps in Modern? Ideally, the blue-green time warps deck plays Uro, yeah. The Wilderness Reclamation, Nexus of Fate, Infinite Turns deck theoretically exists. But I haven't had Uros to play them because they're like $100 a piece. Although, I did just get one. Okay. I kind of like where this is going. I will keep... This is a turn 2 Urza? Into like a turn 3 Muldrifter? Like hardcast, not evoked Muldrifter. Let's see where this goes. You didn't get to hear my answer? Theoretically, it exists, Judd. Just download more internet. We're going to start Bayou and Noble Hierarch. Pass the turn. See if my opponent removes that Noble Hierarch. If they don't, we're going to play Urza. No! How do they always have Fatal Push? And why is it Yargle flavored? Alright, play an island, play Mox Emerald, evoke Muldrifter. Okay, we draw. Sack Muldrifter. Although we no longer have double blue for Urza. Opponent plays an Ancient Tomb and an Ophiomancer. Okay, opponent makes a snake. We draw a Mystic Confluence, play Mountain, and I guess play Electromancer. Pass the turn. I like how you have a badge next to your name, Jod, that says Cheer 1. Okay, opponent attacks for 1. Sure. That's true, you gave me a nickel. Alright, we untap. We draw Fast Bond. Which doesn't do anything here. We'll play Fast Bond. Yeah, I really needed that blue from Noble Hierarch. I have to maintain my nickel style support. It's part of my image. Oh, jeez. Opponent shocks in a Watery Grave? I'm a little bit concerned. They're gonna remand it? I mean, I could remand their remand just to draw. I think I'm gonna do that. Did you get the full nickel, or did Bezos get a cut? I think they always take a cut. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna remand my own Fast Bond. Because this way, they don't get to draw a card. And we can just replay Fast Bond. Although we don't have white mana for Teferi. We do need to draw lands, though. Okay, opponent plays an island. 5-drop. Scarab God. That's a little scary. Okay, opponent attacks. I don't really want to block. We untap. I draw Regrowth. Regrowth, Muldrifter. I hate having to use this here. Why is my graveyard popping out like that? That's weird. Evoke Muldrifter. We need lands so bad. Okay, draw. There's a Time Warp. And a Fumarole. So play the Fumarole, pass the turn. And now that we have double blue, we can start doing stuff. Okay. Opponent can activate Scarab God to eternalize our Muldrifter and draw cards, which is scary. They're also going quite low with all these Ancient Tomb activations. They're doing it in response to the trigger, so we lose life and they scry X. Okay. I would like to draw white mana, please. Or Manamorphose. Manamorphose works as well. Opponent plays a Swamp. Attacks for a lot. We'll take it. We untap and draw planes. Hey, white mana. If I play Teferi, I can't play anything else. Oh my goodness, a whole quarter. Made of 5 nickels. Thanks, John. Alright, play... Do we want to play Teferi here? Yeah, we're going to play Teferi here. We're probably going to have to chump with Electromancer, but... Bounce the Muldrifter. We draw Uro, which is a card we can cast. So cast Uro. My opponent can eternalize it to get a draw, but they don't get to keep it. Gain 3, draw card. Ooh, Treachery. I am a big fan of Treachery from this position. I could steal a Scarab God and then cast a Time Warp. I should have attacked. That was a mistake. You actually are Uropile. What the hell? Yep, that is indeed correct. We're bringing the degeneracy that graced Standard and Modern into Vintage Cube. Opponent did not eternalize Uro, weirdly enough. They play a Swamp. They're casting something huge. Grave Titan. Grave Titan is huge. Ooh, actually, we could take Grave Titan, then Time Warp, then probably kill our opponent. Because they're going to attack with everything here. They're incentivized to do so. Everything at us. Alright. Do we want to chump? Yeah, we want to chump. Okay. Spread the good word, degeneracy is in. We untap. We draw Inspiring Vantage. Take up Teferi. Play Inspiring Vantage. Treachery Grave Titan. Untap 5 lands. Cast Time Warp. Go to our next turn. We untap. Draw Raging Ravine. The tokens are not attacking. Something worth noting. Uptick Teferi. We can escape Uro. We have the technology. We might need the Mystic Confluence to actually stay alive, though. Let's attack first. Make some tokens. Take our opponent to 3. Play Raging Ravine. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So we can do one thing. We can play Uro. We can play Urza. We can play Thragtusk, or we can play Mystic Confluence. And honestly, I think we just need to bounce Scarab God and 2 zombie tokens. I'd like to draw cards, but... Thragtusk can gain us a bunch of life. Maybe it's time for Thrag. Hang on. Uro gains us a little bit of life and draws us a card. I think we just Mystic Confluence, because our opponent is otherwise going to... Hang on. Let me think. No, just on summoning their board is going to be good enough. We'll return 3 creatures to our opponent's hand. We'll hit Ophiomancer. That was weird. Cast. We'll return 3 creatures to hand. Return Ophiomancer. Return Scarab God. And Zombie. Why is that not working? Why can I not? Is Mystic Confluence bugged? Okay, triple return to hand mode. Scarab God, Zombie. Oh my god, I think it's bugged. Why can't I cast Mystic Confluence? Triple unsummon's not working? Yeah, alright, I'll restart the client and see if that fixes it. I don't know why this is having a problem. One moment. Kano Big Face Bingo, restart the client bingo. Come on, green screen, cooperate with me. Okay. Moto. Alright. Client, please. Client. There we go. Yeah, let's try casting this again. Bouncing. Scarab God. Okay. Restarting the client fixed it. Now we can pass the turn. Now my opponent can only replay Scarab God or Ophiomancer. And we get the victory. Nice! Not bad for 4-color hero pile. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna run it back. Vintage Cube. Vintage Cube. Nefertiti, I see you lurking. Don't think you can hide. Who knew a modern deck is good in a cube format? We have Time Walk. This is nowhere near a modern deck. This is a vintage deck. That's true. Time Walk and a Mox. Polluted Delta cannot get white. We do have Crucible. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. Okay, this hand I think is better. We will keep. I'm gonna put back Inspiring Vantage. Alright. Reprint the Power 9, you cowards. Opponent starts Polluted Delta. Opponent was not in our draft pod. We draw Time Warp, play Raging Ravine, pass the turn. I'm just glad you showed up, buddy. I'm glad to have you on stream. Opponent plays an island into a Brawl. We draw a Noble Hierarch, so play an island, play Gruul Signet, pass the turn. What, you mean you weren't already, Kefka? Yes, technically this is a 4-color deck with an Uro in it. Alright, opponent gonna attack for 1. Sure. We untap and draw Mystic Confluence. Play Noble Hierarch. Opponent Vampiric Tutors. Okay. You guys are silly. All right. This deck really does feel like a pile. That much is true. So Noble Hierarch hopefully resolves. Play Electromancer. Pass the turn. Vampiric Tutor seems really good. That's because it is really good. 1 mana to get any card you want at instant speed on top of your deck. My opponent just cracked Misty Rainforest after casting Vampiric Tutor. they did not draw what they tutored for. They didn't even have to either, because Remand was only 1 mana. Oh no. Okay, well, opponent decided they wanted to lose 2 life and build Threshold, I guess. Opponent plays a Mutavault. Ophiomancer. Probably an unfortunate card to play against a Lantern deck. It's not Modern legal. It's only Legacy legal. Well, Legacy and Vintage, but when it gets in for 1, Ophiomancer gives them a snake. Opponent punted? I don't think we have a command for that, no. Play Electromancer, and we'll play Crucible. Pass the turn. We might just Mystic Confluence to draw cards, honestly. Yes, I do. Well, we have Time Warp Regrowth in our hand, but Time Walk is in the deck, yes. Okay. Opponent hits us for 4. Could you imagine if we top deck Time Walk here, and we could go Time Walk, Regrowth, Time Walk in 1 turn? Oh, okay. Opponent plays the Scarab God. So we untap. We draw Bayou. Play Bayou. Can Mystic Confluence, unsummon, and draw twice. Which I think I'm going to do. Ooh. Expansion, Explosion, and Sad Robot. Go to combat. Attack for 3. 6 Sigma! Glad you can make it. Alright, pass the turn. We're trying to set up for Time Warp, Regrowth, Time Warp. We are playing a 4-color Vintage Cube deck that has Uro in it. So everybody's saying I'm playing 4-color Uro pile. It's called Europile. Oh, I get it now. Like Europile, Europile. I get it. Can't sneak it past me. Want to play Scarab God again. I imagine they just attack, though. Basically no reason for them not to. Yep. They hit us for 4. No blocks. We draw Ponder. Let's go ahead and Ponder. Top 3 cards. There's our Polluted Delta, which we can use to start getting some advantage. Into Thragtusk. We do need to play lands really bad. So I'm going to put back Manamorphose, Thragtusk, Polluted Delta. I'm not going to shuffle. Play Polluted Delta. Crack Polluted Delta. Get an island. Play Simulacrum. Let's get a Plains. Pass the turn. I really need to get a second webcam just so I can show you guys the dog. What is with this freaking camera? It's probably Porter wedging his head against it, trying to shove a toy into my lap. Dog bingo. Alright, opponent plays a Swamp. They only have 2 cards left in hand. Nothing they can eternalize at the moment. 5 mana. 6 mana. It's Grave Titan. Okay. Yes, we can. Time Warp is 5 mana, Regrowth, well, technically 4 because we have Electromancer, and Regrowth is 1. Alright, opponent attacks. We're gonna chump Scarab God with Solemn Simulacrum and block Baral with Electromancer. Expansion is CMC 2 or less, or CMC 4 or less, and Warp is 5 mana total. Draw an extra card. We draw Manamorphose. I thought I shuffled my deck. Why is that still on top of my deck? Yes, if we drew Walk, we could. We untap. There it is. Play Polluted Delta. Crack Polluted Delta. We're going to take a lot of turns in a row. I just don't know if that's going to be good. But it's going to be sweet. We need a way to deal with Grave Titan, which will probably just be... Probably will have to be Expansion Explosion. Hang on. Hey, Phoenix, how's it going? Let's start with Manamorphose. Let's do red, green. All right, Rabble is a payoff for this, kind of. Okay, so hear me out. We have to not use Regrowth on Time Walk. Play Rabble. When's the next time we get a drunk Kano stream? I'm not sure. This is a draft, yes. We have to Regrowth Mystic Confluence. Mystic Confluence costs 4. Time Walk costs 1. And Expansion costs 2. We have 6 mana. We're 1 mana short of doing what I wanted to do this turn. So we're going to cast Time Warp. Take an extra turn. Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have played Grabble Master pre-combat. That was a mistake. Because Electromancer now has to attack. Oh! Opponent just didn't want to deal with that, I guess. We were about to take 4 turns in a row, counting that turn. Is there an amount of skulls I can donate for a drinking stream? No, actually. That is against the Twitch terms of service. If I decide to drink on stream, it's legal for me to do so by the Twitch terms of service, but I cannot be influenced by my community at any point. I will keep this. This is potentially a turn 1 Thragtusk, turn 2 Thragtusk. Alright. Start Forest. Play Fastbon. Pass the turn. Discord isn't Twitch. No, they probably would, they'd probably get me for it, knowing my luck. Okay, we get an Inspiring Vantage, so play Inspiring Vantage, play Mountain. Play Island. Play Plains. Get him, Thrag Daddy. How many massages for a drinking stream? -1. Alright, opponent plays a Mountain. Turn 2 Thragtusk I feel like is pretty good. Go to combat. Attack for 5. Hit our opponent down to 15. Let's go ahead and Manamorphose into blue-blue. Draw Raging Ravine. Play Urza. Get a token. Play Raging Ravine. I guess we could play Lavamancer, but let's hold on to it and make our opponent think we got something. Now I can dump all of that mana into Urza. And my opponent's only played 3 lands. We've played our entire hand. Lies and Slanderous Labelle. God, freaking dog keeps dragging the toy over the freaking camera mount. Porter, settle down. Jeez. Alright. What did my opponent reveal? Kiki Jiki. That's not scary. This is 5 mana to activate. Liggroll Signet. Go to combat. Libel? Is that how it's pronounced? Oh, you know me, I can't English. Opponent goes to 7. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel of Urza. Never know, we could hit a Time Walk. Cast a Noble Hierarch. Pass the turn. Needlespires, Mountain, Mox Ruby, and Manamorphose. Am I proud? Yes. Alright, opponent plays Kiki Jiki. And passes. We untap. We draw Polluted Delta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can activate Urza twice. The problem is my opponent is going to kill me with Kiki because I never played out this Grim Lavamancer like I was supposed to. Crack Polluted Delta. Let's get an island. Activate Urza. Play Electromancer. Activate Urza. Flame Slash. Whoo! Oh, man. Talk about lucky. Calculated. Alright, opponent clones. Yep. Imperial Recruiter. Gonna go search up. I mean, to be fair, we had 3 cards that we could hit that would have worked there. We could have hit Time Walk, Time Warp. Okay, opponent hits Spell Seeker. Interesting. Go to combat. Attack, attack. Opponent jumps. Takes 1, goes to 6. They untap. Play a land. Play Spellseeker. See what they search up. Pyroclasm. Well, I mean, that wipes most of the board. Leaves exactly lethal behind. Oh, man. Should not have won that at all. Yeah, no adjustments. We just run it back. And sometimes you just cast a Thragtusk on turn 2, and then you cast a 1 out of, or 3 out of, like, 30 chance of winning spell. Alright. Don't like that. This is much better. I like this a lot better. We will keep... I'm gonna put back... Manamorphose. This is a turn 1 Pyro, but this is also a turn 2 Rabblemaster, which is way stronger. Play Mountain, play Mox Emerald, play Gruul Signet, pass the turn. And that's why Moxen are so good. We untap, we draw Inspiring Vantage, play Fumarole. Oops, tapped for that wrong. Play Rabble. Get in for 1. When it goes to 19. They play an island. Now if only we could top deck Time Warp or Time Walk. Opponent plays a Spellseeker. Probably getting the same Pyroclasm they did before. Yep. We untap. Draw Forest, which is not useful. Play an island. Animate Fumarole. Go to combat. Make a goblin. Attack with everybody. I mean, we're attacking for 10 on turn 3, which is not bad. Hit our opponent for 6. They go to 13. Pass the turn. They have to take a turn off to play Pyroclasm. At least I'm pretty sure they do. I kind of regret bottoming that Manamorphose now. Basically because we drew only lands. That's the only reason. There's no way to have known that. Alright, opponent's going to play a 4-drop. Which is not Pyroclasm. Alright, Flame Tongue Kavu. That makes sense. We untap. Time Walk's pretty good. I think we have to do this and play into Pyroclasm, which sucks a lot. Time Walk. No attacks. We untap. Come on, deck. You can do better than this. Animate Fumarole. Go to combat. Attack with everybody. Okay. We'll trade. Porter, leave me alone. We've played all day. You've gone on 2 walks. You can take a break. Well, I guess we did take a break when we took a nap, but... Alright, opponent goes to 8. Except now they Pyroclasm us and we're really sad. Go lay down. Alright, there's the Pyroclasm. Opponent has 3 cards left in their hand. We untap. Draw Bayou. We're getting clicked. Sure. Play an island, pass the turn. Would love to draw an expansion explosion. No, they can't take lands, and they don't have to take anything. Alright, Glenalandra Archmage is really bad. We draw Electromancer. Play Electromancer, play Bayou. Problem is we're never resolving a non-creature spell, and we don't have that many powerful creatures left in our deck. Opponent hits us for 5. We go to 12. And they have an Abrade. Okay. We untap and concede. I kind of want Banefire. Not gonna lie. I don't know what I would take out for it, though. The rest of our deck is kind of critical, I think. We'll play first. Don't like this hand either. I kind of like this one, though. We'll keep... Put back Raging Ravine? Or I guess we put back Fast Bond. That is a turn 2 Uro, yes. Or a turn 1 Rabble Master. Or turn 2 Rabble Master, which is what I'm going to go with, but... Play Mox Island, Groll Signet, pass the turn. Opponent starts Island. We untap, we draw Goblin Electromancer. Play Rabble. Play Raging Ravine. Attack for 1. Opponent plays a Mountain. As a Direfleet Daredevil. We untap and draw a Muldrifter. I think Evoke Muldrifter is better here. Because potentially we could hit our Flame Slash. Let's see what we draw. Grim Lavamancer. Okay, play Inspiring Vantage. Play Grim Lavamancer. Make a Rabble Master token. If I didn't have the feeling that alcohol was going to make me tired, I could go for a rum and coke right now. Ironically enough, a porter. Nice. Alright, 3 mana. Thieving Skydiver. Taking my mocks like a jerk. We untap. We draw Solemn Simulacrum. Let's play Uro. This is a 2-1. That's annoying. Gain 3 life and draw. Crucible. Uro gets sacked. I think we're going to give up on Uro and Muldrifter. And we're going to kill this Dire Fleet Daredevil. Not a huge fan of this, because Uro flashbacked would be great, but we're kind of a ways off of that. We're going to attack with just the Goblin tokens. We don't really build Threshold or anything very fast, so... Man, Thieving Skydiver seems really good in this format. Taking things like Soul Rings, Mana Vaults, etc., etc. Okay. They hit us for 2. They kill Rabble. We untap. I'm really hoping I draw my fetch land, honestly. Okay, that is not my fetch land. Play Sad Robot. We already have white mana, double green, we have double blue. We already have double red. I think I take blue. Play an island. Pass the turn. What did I have for dinner tonight, Kano? I had Popeye's chicken. I have not been ordering food, and I really didn't feel like cooking today, so I ordered some Popeyes. Had it delivered. Alright. Kiki Flametongue is pretty good. Killing Grim Lavamancer. I seem unhappy with admitting that. Yeah. I'd like to have not done that because healthier food would potentially let me lose more weight. But, Alright, we draw Manamorphose. So, red-green. Let's go ahead and add red-green. We have a way out of this? Yeah, I know, Judd. I know. Play Electromancer. Animate Raging Ravine. We basically have to kill this Flametongue Kavu now if our opponent is willing to trade. Okay. That's a problem, because now they can kill it before it attacks again. They just can't be as aggressive if they do it. Also, if they have Pestermite or Deceiver Exarch, we lose on the spot. Holy crap, they have Rabble Master. Well, now they have to use Kiki combat or Kiki Jiki pre-combat. Yep. They kill Electromancer, and I'm pretty sure that's it because we do not have any board wipes in our main deck here. And it's for 11. Okay, we untap. Yep. That's the game. And the match. Alrighty. Moving on to round 3. I don't tenderize your back muscles. I don't massage anybody. Alright, Rabblemaster Time Warp seems like it might be good. Bingo, Kano tactfully ignoring chat. Alright, opponent mulligan to 5. They start land and dork. We draw Muldrifter, play Wandering Fumarole, pass the turn. When it plays a forest, they got a 2 or a 3 drop. It's a Fauna Shaman. Yeah, that is scary. We untap and draw Ponder. Play an island, play Groll Signet. Pass the turn. Them having a survival of the fittest on this Fauna Shaman is pretty scary. Also, I do not like how slow Moto is going right now. Alright, we get hit for 3. Could have been worse. I gotta restart the client. Hi, Bone Daddy, how's it going? My opponent just natural ordered for a Progenitus. I cannot beat a Progenitus. Oh, Jesus. At least I don't think so. Play a mountain. Play Goblin Rabblemaster. Ponder. Oh, shoot. Put those in any order. We are going to shuffle. Get a Raging Ravine. It's later, Bone Daddy. Thanks for stopping by. Like, the only way that we could even conceivably win this game is, like, we time walk, Manamorphose, draw, regrowth, pick it back up, time walk, and just, like, Rabble Master the whole way. Alright. Hang on. I was told to say that as a stipulation for a donated lands. A playset of Sun-Baked Canyons. Mispronounce bingo? Yeah, mispronunciation, like terrible mispronunciation ought to be on the bingo card. Okay, so we're getting hit for 12 here. At least. Opponent discards Woodfall Primus. Sigma's been here for a little bit. Bone stopped by because he's working. Basically to complain that I was streaming while he's working. Which corner is he working tonight? Oh, jeez. Alright, opponent Rex Sages our mana, which we actually really needed to cast Time Warp. So we're kind of on draw, Time Walk, or bust. I actually don't know which one of you guys showed up first. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna bring in Banefire and Wildfire. I'm gonna go down to Fairy, which means I don't need white mana in the deck at all. So I'm gonna get another red source and another blue source, I think. Then I need to get rid of one more card. We'll just run 41. I think Jawest may have shown up first. I think. But I honestly don't remember. Oh, that's true. No, Six Sigma did, because Six Sigma showed up when I was streaming like 3 apartments ago. There was a long period of time where I did not stream. No, I streamed for like a good 6-month period, very consistently. I was streaming like 3 or 4 times a week, back when I used to know Modern. And then Rayolan used to show up all the time and tell me how wrong I played all the time. And that was when Phoenix was showing up a lot too. But Six Sigma would show up mainly whenever I was drinking. But because I used to drink, I used to get really, really wasted and play Battle of Wits in Modern. I too miss the days that Battle of Wits was good, and for no other reason. Any order, shuffle. Alright, pass the turn. Ah, the good old days. Neff knows. Neff was there. Alright. Play Goblin Electromancer. Pass the turn. Yeah, there was a... You know, I'd have to check my YouTube history because I can tell you when that was. Yeah, then you were around. Let's see, lifetime. It was early 2018. Opponent just channeled, so we're probably dying here. Or I guess it was late 2018, early 2019, I think. That's true. Nefertiti used to hang out in my college dorm room when I would be wasted and my opponent just channel Karned. Play an island, Time Walk. Lamest Time Walk North America. Draw Noble Hierarch. Play a forest, play Noble Hierarch, pass the turn. Opponent upticks. Get rid of a forest. I believe this is my penance for all of the Tron. We're getting channel Karned. Opponent plays a forest and a devoted druid. Alright, yeah, we're losing this game. I would much rather fire up a new league. Alright. 1 second. I gotta get a few more tickets so that we can keep playing, but we will be playing some more Vintage Cube in a moment. It's really bad when you have your credit card information memorized. Jump scare every time. Alright. That's true. He's even more Scandinavian than me. Do I think people know about my Discord? Joe West, thank you for letting everybody know that I have a Discord. Alright. Draft number 2 of the night, and we're starting off with a Pack 1, Pick 1, Ancestral Recall. Here comes the command spam. Power 9 Kano. It feels like my birthday, but it is not my birthday. Ooh. Sorry, one moment. Okay. Wow, alright. We've got okay, Shark Typhoon's very good. There's also Electromancer if we want to go Storm. Strip Mine's very good. There's no massages. There's never any massages. Um, I think I like Shark Typhoon. I like Electromancer. Honestly, I just kind of want to force Storm. It's not that often we get to play with Ancestral Recall. I'm gonna take the Shark Typhoon. I think that's Grinder. It's the one that pops up as heavy stuff, that clip. Let's see. Oh, man. Oh, lots of good Storm stuff. There's a Dark Ritual and Fast Bond. Dark Ritual, Blue-Black Storm is by far the strongest, and Dark Ritual goes in several decks. Fast Bond, though, is way stronger in, like, the blue-green Storm, with the land untapping and the high tiding and stuff like that. I think I'm going to go with Dark Ritual, though. There's a minuscule chance that Fast Bond wheels. It's basically non-existent, but it is possible. Mind's Desire or Lion's Eye Diamond. I gotta go with Mind's Desire. Have an actual storm win condition. What? I read them, believe me, Six Sigma. I said there were never any massages and then chose to ignore the rest. My goodness. I have one of the silliest chats. Chrome Mox. That's a storm card. So is Lotus Petal. Lotus Petal's in this? I, for some reason, was under the impression that Lotus Petal was not. Oh, Jesus. I'll take Lotus Petal because it's free storm count, free mana. Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Oh, there's technically Palancron. Palancron's a little more storm than Dryad. Everflowing Chalice is good for artifact mana. Fire Blast is a really good way to win the game if you have 1,000-Year Storm. Jeez. I think we take Palancron just for the option of, like, Infinite Storm. Dark Petition. Definitely fits in Blue-Black Storm. It is one of the better cards. So we're looking for Brain Freeze, Grape Shot, Tendrils, Empty the Warrens, and 1,000-Year Storm, High Tide, any of the land untappers. Night's Whisper is good. I will take a Night's Whisper. Desperate Ritual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can only take one card from this pack, and odds are we will not be... we will not be playing red. Desperate Ritual is just like, it's very hard to filter out of red for Grixis without a ton of fixing. I think we take Night's Whisper. It's just going to be better on average. I say that, and then Manamorphose and Baral shows up. I'm going to take Baral. Because I guess we're kind of dipping into red a little bit. Rakdos's return can be a good way to win the game. Electromancer. Why is this so hard? Why is there so many good freaking, like, red cards that are going around now? I don't want Damnation. I want basically straight combo. And I think Rakdos's return as an actual win condition is the best for us. I will take Ulamog because we can cast that off of Mind's Desire to win the game. Like I said, I want to stay out of red if I can avoid it. LED came around, sweet. Massacre Worm for the sideboard, I guess. Living Death is technically playable. All right, pack 2. Oh my god. All right, so pack 2, we have High Tide, Mystical Tutor, Past in Flames, Dark Slick Shores. I gotta go High Tide, though. High Tide is the Storm card for Vintage Cube. So we're taking High Tide. We're looking for Frantic Search, Time Spiral, Treachery. We have Palincron. That sounds like fun, Six Sigma. Stay safe and have a good time. There's a Tinker. Tinker is a way that we can kind of cheat, but we don't have any big thing to tinker into, and we don't have a lot of artifact mana right now. I think we take Spellseeker. I'd like to take Mazavith because it's very strong and very good at delaying. But the problem is we need a lot of islands because we have a High Tide now. So I'm going to go with Spellseeker. Spellseeker is just a tutor for High Tide to set up for the big combo turn, which is nice. Oh my god, how am I supposed to pick between these cards? We have Demonic Tutor, Cabal Ritual, Gitaxian Probe. There's a Steam Vents. Cabal Ritual, I think, is the best card for the Storm list. Especially because we have, like, Lion's Eye Diamond Lotus Petal. Something from this pack should come around for us. And it's probably Demonic Tutor, Probe, or Sphinx. I'm gonna take Cabal Ritual. There's a Reanimate, Impulse, Force of Negation. Force of Negation is less good than Force of Will in the Storm deck. Generally, Reanimate is like your backup plan when you're playing Storm. We're going to take Impulse, though, because Impulse is very strong. Turnabout. And, oh, Wheel of Fortune! We need draw 7s. But Turnabout. Demonic Tutor is pretty fantastic. We already have Dark Petition, though. A complete land untap or a draw 7. Turnabout does not go into a lot of decks. Wheel of Fortune is definitely the higher pick card. Other blue decks may want Cloudscape or Mana Leak. No one else should be in Storm. I don't think. Yeah, I think we gotta go with the draw 7. We can take Expansion Explosion. We're not splashing white. Tassiger is not really that great of a backup plan. I don't know if we're going to play Expansion Explosion, but it's another card we can play. And to be fair, Wheel of Fortune is definitely worth splashing for. Rakdos Signet helps splash for it as well. Heartbeat of Spring is another pseudo High Tide effect, but it's in another color we don't have access to because we have almost no fixing. That's one tough thing I think about switching jobs around this time. Is like if you work remote and then you have to switch to a another job, you're going to be working remote with people you probably haven't met in real life, which I think would be weird for me. Null Priest of Oblivion, Menaced Lifelink, can kick it to reanimate. There's an Abrade. I think we take Abrade just for the potential to have removal or destroy an artifact. Mystical Tutor and Past in Flames came around. Mystical Tutor is very strong But I think I have to take Past in Flames because we need a way to buy stuff back out of the grave. So Past in Flames it is. Dreadhorde Arcanist is technically playable in our deck. Yeah, we need lands that are mostly islands. So I unless it's an island-based duel, I don't think I'm going to take it. Inferno Titan is something we could Mind's Desire into. None of these cards are really playable in our deck. Guess we'll put Experimental Frenzy in the sideboard. Man, our first two packs were slightly too packed with, like, Storm payoffs. Turnabout came around! Oh, yes! Turnabout. Field of Ruin is fixing that can grab an island, so I'll take Field of Ruin. It's doubtful that I need it. There's not that many lands that we would need to, like, actually deal with. And Heartbeat of Spring. Pack number 3, let's hope for something good. Double the grinder jokes. You sound like a fun HR guy, Six Sigma. Pray for Mox or Lotus. I mean, both of those would be very good. I'm kind of looking for Yawgmoth's Will, Time Twister, Time Spiral. There's a Mox. It's the same Mox. There's also Polluted Delta, which we don't have Brainstorm, but Polluted Delta could be important if we're trying to build Threshold. Mox Emerald is just free Storm. It's a Lotus Petal for a colorless. Polluted Delta won't wheel, but neither will Mox. Trop, we don't really have a reason to splash green. We could play Heartbeat of Spring. Yeah, we'll take the Mox. I mean, if you're offered Power 9, you should probably play Power 9, right? Mishra's Workshop. So Seagate Stormcaller, we can play to get 2 High Tides. So I kind of like that. We're looking for... We need some land untappers. If we could get Frantic Search, I would feel way better about this deck. There's a Gush. There's also Urza. Bloodstained Mire is on color, but I think we gotta go with Gush. It's just free Storm. Sure, fire away. It's free real estate. Apparently me doing the harsh whisper was very concerned to Porter. And that was barely English, but I meant it. Ooh, Tendrils. We can actually win the game now. 1,000 Year Storm should wheel. Kano in chat, why did you pick your screen names and what do they mean? I picked my screen name. Originally, I was playing. Oh god, we gotta take Time Spiral. Okay, originally I was playing Guild Wars, and I picked Kano, and then as I was like going to submit, I realized I had to have a first and a last name, and I don't remember if I made up the last name or if I was like googling around for something, but I found that and I was like, all right, I'll do this because probably nobody else has this name, and that's how I got mine. I'll take Kozilek. Kozilek is another thing we can Mind's Desire into. It also is a way to shuffle our grave back in if we discard it, which could actually be relevant. I wouldn't mind Koligon's command, though I probably wouldn't play it over some of the other stuff that we've been seeing. Glenalandra Archmage is great. Time Twister! Oh yeah! Taking Time Twister. I could probably play Thassa's Oracle, but I'm gonna go with Fire and Ice. Nice. I mean, all of these are pretty good. Probably not playing any of this. I guess Mirror Battlesphere would be the most playable. Ah, yes. West. The poor boy named Japanese West. Tragic, really. I'll take Bloodstained Mire because it can help build Threshold. It also technically fixes. Thousand Year Storm, we're playing it. If I had more time, I would run an online D&D campaign. I'm actually a pretty good DM, and I love playing D&D as well. We'll take Yawgmoth's Bargain, though I'm probably not playing it. We have way more than enough draw power. Phyrexian Rager, sure. And Kuldaltha Forge Master. Alright, how the hell am I gonna make cuts? So Palancron is like technically Infinite Storm with High Tide. Mox Emerald is just a land. Can we like not... Come on. There we go. We don't need Fire and Ice. Shark Typhoon's technically a way to win the game. We just make a million sharks. Tarek is not studying my body. All right, we're gonna cut Shark Typhoon. We have enough alternate win conditions. I'm glad that we took Past in Flames because we never saw Yogg-Will, which means somebody else might have been trying to force Storm, but then decided very quickly that that wasn't what they should be doing. I I think I'm going to sideboard Glenalandra. That sucks. Like a lot. Okay, we're going to have a very light red splash, which means we do want Rakdos Signet. I only have to cut 2 cards, really. I think I'm just going to have Kozilek. Ulamog's probably a little bit overkill. And then... I need to cut 1 more card. Probably Expansion Explosion. Okay, add Bloodstained Mire, add Mox Emerald. Sort by CMC. Add basic lands. 3, 3, and 8. That seems fair. Alright. Goodness gracious. You know, I've been feeling like a real streamer lately, especially these last 2 streams, because there's been a lot of times that like I can barely keep up with the chat and y'all are off doing your own thing. And it's great. It really is. It's not my birthday. This deck really makes it feel like it's my birthday, but it is not my birthday. Oh man, goal time. I want to play Thousand Year Storm and kill my opponent by Ancestral Recalling them. Because Ancestral Recall is targeted draw. I try and stay engaged. It's one of the perks of being a small channel is I can actually like take a little bit of time to talk to all of you. This is actually probably a pretty decent hand. Wish we had more islands and maybe black mana. Yeah, I need to find a good place to actually put the chat. Yeah, if you just, you should be able to copy the URL to this. If not, it's just twitch.tv/Kano Yugoro. I'm going to try keeping this hand. I don't know if this is actually going to be good or not. And I didn't realize that Gush got new art. That's some pretty art. It's a little bit better than the ancient art, though the ancient art is pretty iconic. Start by playing an island. Pass the turn. We draw Time Twister. Play Baral. Pass the turn. The puns. They hurt. Alright, opponent plays an island. We draw Lion's Eye Diamond. Play a mountain. I mean, do we just, like, kind of combo off here? I think we just Lotus Petal, Lion's Eye Diamond, and then cast Time Twister. I don't know that we need to storm off. Actually, no, we're not storming off, but we are going to cast Time Twister here. If my opponent mana leaks, we can pay for it. Force of Negation? What did they pitch? Frantic Search. My opponent is also apparently playing Storm. Something like that is why I didn't want to crack LED. I just wanted to draw a new hand of 7 and reload. Okay, opponent plays a Swamp and a Signet. We untap. We draw Turnabout. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Gush. Alright, pass the turn. Hit our opponent for 1. Not currently having a good time with this this hand. Alright, opponent plays a Looter Eel Core. They only have 3 cards left. We draw a Swamp. We could play Stormcaller, get a whole bunch of black mana. I think we're just going to wait and attack our opponent for 1. I'm going to hold on to Stormcaller. My plan for the weekend is stay in. I'll probably get ahead on recording for the channel. I recorded tomorrow's video already. I actually preempted it. Okay, we get an island, which is good. Opponent discarded a Grave Titan. We'll attack for 1. Hit our opponent to 16 and pass. Opponent did not makeshift mannequin that to block. That's interesting. I think they should have blocked Baral with that. We're going to have to combo now. Okay. Opponent attacks for a ton. Take a ton of damage. Opponent gets the loot. Discards Grizzlebrand. Alright, that's pretty scary. Are you kidding? Well, we lost. We have no way to answer a Narset. And we don't have enough Storm in hand to just have lethal, I think. I guess if I top deck Tendrils, maybe I can win. Or maybe Mind's Desire. Opponent plays a Coercive Portal. Okay. We untap. We could draw 7 for our opponent and not for ourselves. Alright. Do we make any adjustments? Our opponent having counter spells tells me I definitely need Glenalandra in the deck. I think I'm going to cut Palancron, and we're going to run it back. Your campaign's secretly MTG inspired? That sounds like a lot of fun. We'll play first. Alright, this hand is a good hand by virtue of Ancestral Recall. So we go down to 5 cards in hand, draw 3 up to 8. If I was going to play D&D on Ravnica and have a character in a guild, which guild would I be from? Definitely Orzhov. I would be the most bureaucratic, evil banker person that you could imagine. I think it'd be quite fantastic. We're going to discard Kozilek, shuffle Ancestral Recall back into our deck, pass the turn. Opponent plays an island. Worth noting, opponent mulligan to 6. Play an island, play Baral, pass the turn. We draw another island. I'm gonna play a swamp, and I think I'm gonna Time Twister. Opponent might let this happen because they only have 5 cards in hand, unless their 5 cards are like really sweet. Okay, we drew High Tide, which is great. Hit our opponent for 1. Star Wars actually has a D20 system. It's old, and it's based on D&D 3, but it does exist. I played it one time, and through a hilarious set of circumstances, at level 3 had like triple digits of HP. In what was effectively D&D 3.5. It was great. How does my opponent always get freaking Narset right when we need to freaking draw cards? This is like unbelievable. Play Bloodstainmire. Go to combat. Attack Narset for 1. Pathfinder was based on 3 and 3.5 when some of that stuff got open sourced. That's a really weird history. If my opponent cracks Narset here to draw, I'm going to cast Gush. I don't think they're going to do that, though. Opponent is going to Frantic Search, so they go looting. I forgot that that was a thing. Opponent discards Grave Titan and Island, untaps all of their lands. They're going to Necromancy Grave Titan, which probably means game over for us. I can't believe I just lose to Narset both games with one of the sweetest Storm decks I've ever drafted. That's really disappointing and kind of tilting. Alright, crack Bloodstainmire. We'll get a Swamp. Cast Gush. On our opponent's end step to draw a card. Hey Oz, how's it going? I'm glad you could make it. I can make my opponent draw 14 cards, I think. But I literally cannot beat this Narset. Alright. Yeah, I guess we're just going on to match 2, because that was really disappointing. I'm not a masseuse. Oz shows up when I get tilted. Alright, that's a mulligan. Ooh, this looks like it might be a hand. So I will keep. We will put back an island. and start Bloodstained Mire. Thousand Year Storm and High Tide are really, really good. Opponent starts Island. We're going to crack and get a Swamp. We draw an island, or we draw Dark Petition, we play an island, and we play Rakdos Signet. Pass the turn. Oh my goodness. The lies get more extravagant every time I stream. Oh, you guys are silly. Play an island, pass the turn. What are we going to Dark Petition for? That's the question. Hey, Masadri, how's it going? What plays a Thief of Sanity, which is like the anti-R deck. We get a Mind's Desire. Oh, I'm doing well. Just getting ribbed by the eternal chat section here. I could High Tide to go from 5 mana to 6. Let's Dark Petition, actually. Hard day with database. Really glad tomorrow's Friday. I am really glad tomorrow is Friday as well. Oh crap, what do we get here? Dark Ritual is really tempting. I think Time Spiral might be better. Yeah, we're going to take Time Spiral. And we're kind of hoping to draw a land. I've never seen Friday. Ever. Alright. Opponent exiles one of our top cards. Puts a couple cards into our grave. Maybe I can make that a community skulls thing. Because you can do that now. I can set a community skulls goal that everyone could donate to. Opponent discards Gush and Knight's Whisper. I'll think about it. All right, I'll think about it. I'll think of something. You guys think of some embarrassing things for me to do, sure. And I'll think about it. The first rule of any life or death negotiation is stall. Okay. Opponent is thinking about casting something, I guess. What? What the why? Oh my god, that was gonna be so awesome. We just got mind twisted. We discarded our whole hand. Mind's Desire, no storm count. 6 mana unexpected results, let's go. Tendrils for 2, baby. So, We have to top deck Wheel of Fortune or Time Twister now? Under a Thief of Sanity, which means it's basically impossible. Well, we got wrecked because our opponent was playing Narset Parter Avails. It was just like, oops, you can't play your deck. That was why we lost match 1, both games. Opponent mills Lion's Eye Diamond and Mountain, plays our Lotus Petal, I think. Plays an Urza. And Imperial Seals. Yeah. Those are definitely reasonable things that we could do. In fact, I'll see if I can set something up like that in the next week. Alright, Ancestral Recall is a good way to try and get back on track here. Play Baral. Play a land. Wheel of Fortune. Among Us is a very well-designed and good game. Oh, if we had one more blue mana, I could Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual. Alright, let's Impulse. I love Vintage Cube. Our other deck, which was way worse, did way better for some reason than this one is doing right now. I'm gonna take Mox Emerald for free Storm Count. And provided we don't get Rakdos returned for the rest of our life total or something weird like that, we should be fine. I can look into doing like a Discord boost so we could actually have like a real Discord call and not just like be limited to 2 or 3 people. Because I think that would be a good way to go. Alright, opponent plays Ashiok. They're going to mill us for 6. How much is a Discord boost? I don't know, actually. Oh, man. My opponent just milled 2 lands and a turnabout. Okay, nothing we can do about this. We're going to take this. And we're just going to try and go Nova with spells next turn for huge tendrils. Which we should be able to do because we're holding Past in Flames. If my opponent has counter spells, though, we're done. Can I... When it kills our Rakdos Signet, that is a problem, because we needed red mana. They clone. We need to top deck a Mountain, of which there should be 1 in the deck, unless my opponent stole it. I mean, maybe we can just play Kozilek. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't believe that we're gonna lose to not being able to draw cards. And losing our only red mana to a freaking Nature's Claim. All right. Don't. What? Why is it Kano's Hull? What does that mean? I'm really concerned. All right, we're just gonna run it back. Noxon cheering 1,000 bits or 700 bits for a total of 1,000 bits across the last 2 streams. Thank you very much for the donation. All right, we'll play first. We have a lot of mana. I think we can get better hands than this. Okay. High Tide with Seagate Stormcaller is good. We're going to need to top deck something, though. So, put back Past in Flames. Start by playing an island. Pass the turn. We draw an Impulse. So, play an island, pass the turn. One plays a Breeding Pool tapped. I believe 1 bit is 1 penny. So 1,000 bits is I'd love to take Time Spiral here. In fact, that might be the way to go, but I think Ancestral Recall is going to be better. Well, we can Seagate Stormcaller Ancestral Recall, so 1,000 bits is $10, I believe. Play Bloodstained Mire, crack Bloodstained Mire. Let's get a Swamp. Play Seagate Stormcaller. Thank you, Kefka, for donating or gifting a subscription. Much appreciated. Ancestral Recall, target ourself. Draw 6. Alright, pass the turn. We will be discarding 2 mountains. Actually, we're going to discard a swamp and a mountain. I think we only need the one swamp here. You guys are crazy. Oda plays a Thief of Sanity, which makes me very sad. Draw an island. Play an island. High Tide, Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual with Threshold. Yeah, I think I have to. So start with High Tide. Then we Dark Ritual. Then we Cabal Ritual. Then we Time Twister. Ooh. Play Mox. Play Baral. Timed Spiral. Untap all of our lands. Okay. Ancestral Recall. High Tide. So we have 8 mana, play Rakdos Signet. Float mana. And then just Mind's Desire. 1. 2. I mean, we should very easily be winning here. So, Storm Count 11, Mind's Desire. Should probably do the trick. Mountain, Mountain. Dark Petition with Spell Mastery. Night's Whisper. Past in Flames. Palancron. So we have all of our colors again. Oh yeah, this is happening. Play Thousand Year Storm. We could Dark Petition for every card left in our deck if we wanted to. Dark Ritual. 8 copies of Dark Ritual. Maniacal Laughter. .webm. I don't know. Oh man, there we go. That's what we've been trying to do this entire time. Maniacal Laughter. Evil Chortle. Can you not boost your own server? You may not be able to boost your own server. I'll look into it more. I guess I gotta keep this. Hoping we draw black mana. I'm gonna put back Mind's Desire. Opponent starts Forest, plays Avacyn's Pilgrim. We draw Thousand Year Storm. Play an island, pass the turn. I mean, technically I could cast Night's Whisper next turn off of Lotus Petal, but I don't want to do that. What can you do with it? You can request the next deck list, which is currently, I think we have Ad Nauseam and then Mono Blue Tron again in the queue. We untap and draw Swamp. So, play Swamp, pass the turn. What else can I do with it? Nothing right now. I need, I do need more ideas for stuff like that. So if you guys have ideas, please leave them in the Discord for me to review later. Because I do want to have like an actual outlet for those. I'm just shying away from physical goods. I don't want to do that. Singing? You want me to sing? Alright, opponent is playing a 4-drop. They mind twist us, taking just about everything fun and all the joy from the world. Play an island, pass the turn. We need a Time Twister now. I was getting greedy with that Knight's Whisper, which is the only reason that really happened. It's MC Hammer. I don't actually know if I can get in trouble for singing copyrighted lyrics. We'll play a mountain. Pass the turn. We need a draw 7 of some kind. We're very close to casting Time Spiral. Write a song? Oh, jeez. Kano doing bodybuilder poses on stream. Oh, jeez. Give myself the Pillarmen poses. Write a song about the follower that what? Oh my god. Oh, you guys really make me laugh. Opponent attacks us for 2. We untap. Draw Swamp. Pass the turn. We need to draw land and then Time Spiral, I think. No, just Time Spiral is what we need to draw. You guys are so silly. I always say to myself when I'm having a bad day, streaming is going to make it better, and it always does. 10k skulls, Kano sings a song, record, put on YouTube, link in Discord. No. No, I didn't have a bad day. It was just kind of a dull day. Oh my god, Tarek. Freaking got me. Opponent attacks for 3, takes me down to 13. Play Bloodstained Mire, pass the turn. Tarek is making an excellent addition to the stream, that is true. Okay, opponent's gonna Fate Seal us. Did they put it on top? They put a card on the bottom. Alright, opponent's gonna hit us for 3. We go to 10. Robotic coughs. Grievous. Oh, jeez. Fetch with Bloodstained Mire. We're gonna get another mountain, just to thin the deck slightly. That's right, I'm starting to go insane. We'll play Lion's Eye Diamond. Kano gets put in the psych ward. Oh, man. Opponent is Fate Sealing me now, and I cracked my fetch land. At least they bottomed the card. No. That is not happening. Hit us for 3. We go down to 6. Playing a big spell. Prime time. Alright, I think it's Time Spiral or bust. We untap. We draw Spell Seeker. Yeah, okay. We're just going to next game. We get Spell Seeker for, like, Ancestral Recall, but Prime Time seals it. Oh, never mind. That was the match. Alright, on to round 3. We had nothing that would beat a Primeval Titan. Happy Birthday is a licensed song. That's kind of some nonsense because everybody sings it. But yeah, I'm sure somebody has the rights to it. This is very sad because this is one of the sweetest Storm decks I've ever drafted. Not everyone sings it for profit, that's true. Not everyone can make it as a professional Happy Birthday singer. It's a tough life. It's all your fault, Kano. The deck is great, but you... like, how freaking rude. No blue mana, but we have Wheel of Fortune and Cabal Ritual. I think I'm gonna mulligan. This is very close. I'm gonna try keeping this. It's pretty risky though. We're gonna put back Past in Flames, actually. Sure. I'm probably not going to look at it until after stream, though. Alright, play a mountain, pass the turn. Oh, what was I doing? I should have kept the Past in Flames. I should have put back, Actually, I don't know. I probably should have just mulliganed again. Okay, put a plays a Signet. What am I listening to in my headphones? In-game Moto sounds. That's the secret. Play Rakdos Signet. Pass the turn. I don't have a way to split desktop audio and play my own music, and if I did, I think I would get too distracted from playing Magic. Opponent ponders. It's safe to watch on stream. That's fine. Let's finish out this match, and then I'll take a look. I've got it open in a tab. Alright, we untap. We draw an island. Play an island. Play Baral. See if Baral resolves. Cast Night's Whisper. We draw Palancron. Oh, Moto. Why the overlapping sound effects? It's so loud. Oh, it's like deafening. I don't know. It's only Moto that does it. It's the only program on my computer that has that problem. I think my opponent just tucked that Rakdos Signet. We got Armageddon. Oz. Yeah, I bet it sounded fine on stream. Opponent's using a lot of mana. Play Nahiri, exile Baral. They only have 2 cards left, though. We draw Time Twister. So we do have stuff to actually storm with. We just need to draw lands so that we can play Rakdos Signet. Opponent takes a damage off of Mana Vault. Kind of looks like my opponent's playing Tap Out Control. Mana Screw is most definitely not my fetish. Play a Mountain, play a Rakdos Signet. Pass the turn. Riftwing Cloudsgate coming off suspend. Approximately soonish. I know, right? Opponent pitches a Fiery Confluence. I'm really surprised they didn't cast that, actually. Okay, we drop an island. Play an island. Dark Ritual. Cabal Ritual. Play LED. Hold Control. Cast Time Twister. Discard my hand for blue mana. Draw a new 7. Draw Tendrils. Storm count of 4. Float blue. Let's gush. We draw Time Spiral, which unfortunately does not do a lot. I can cast Wheel of Fortune after casting Tendrils, but that feels bad. I can Tendrils of Agony, take my opponent down to... what is that? Storm count of total of 6. Take them down to like 5. That is not Mind's Desire, that is Time Spiral, unfortunately. Which only untaps 1 land now. I can cast Night's Whisper. But then I can't cast Tendrils. Alright, Tendrils my opponent. Same targets, same targets, same targets, same targets, same targets. Then I think I'm just going to pass. And we're going to discard Mountain Bloodstained Mire. The majority of our islands and other lands are in our hand right now, and I actually want to play them in Night's Whisper first. I don't want to cast Wheel because I don't want to discard Time Spiral. I actually want to cast Time Spiral. We're at 30 life, so we should be fine for a while. I played an island, not a swamp. Pass the turn. To be fair, we need a lot of islands, because this is High Tide Storm. Alright, opponent plays a Sword of Fire and Ice. They hit us for 4. They're going to ping us for 2 and draw an extra card. We untap. We draw a Turnabout. Play a Swamp. Night's Whisper. Okay, we draw High Tide. We're at 9 cards, so we're going to pass turn, and we're going to discard Dark Petition and Wheel of Fortune. And we're going to have to go all in on a great big High Tide. We don't have a lot of turns, but we have some number of turns to complete this. Sounds classy. Do I really only have one more turn? I might only have one more turn. Sun Titan getting back a land. 6, 12, 16. My opponent has lethal exactly. If they animate Wandering Fumarole next turn. Get Mind's Desire. Pass the turn. We'll see if they see the line. If we make it one more turn, we might be able to win, but it's not super likely. Opponent cracks Arid Mesa. If we had one more island on the board... No, that's not true. We'd have to have all islands to turn about our opponent's creatures to tap them down so we could live. Opponent takes 1 from Mana Vault. They animate Fumarole. Did they just go to damage and not kill us? Oh no, they flipped it, okay. And Sword of Fire and Ice chips in the final damage. Alright. Versus my opponent, I am going to bring in a Braid. And I think I drop Spellseeker. We'll run it back. We need a better we need a better opener than that. This is good though. This can be good, I should say. We'll put back a mountain. Start Bloodstained Mire. I can drink just about anything except tequila. Tequila is pretty much the only liquor I cannot consume. I've never ever liked it. I've never had tequila that I've... Actually, extremely expensive tequila is a big difference in taste. So I can do extremely expensive tequila, but I don't drink it because I don't seek it out. If I was an alcohol, I would probably be just straight White Lightning An actual practical drinking alcohol, I would probably be... Probably Scotch. Alright, opponent plays an Izzet Signet. We will abrade the Signet to slow them down. White Lightning, a straight grain ethanol, baby. 93% alcohol. Play an island, play Baral. Why am I Scotch? You don't think I look like Scottish whiskey? Get the red hair and everything? I don't know what the Norwegian alcohol is. I mean, Vikings drank grog, which was just fermented whatever they could find. So I guess that'd be me. Opponent shocks into steam vents. We draw tendrils. Have you ever had good cognac? No. I've had bad cognac. As in low quality, I knew it was bad, not I'm calling cognac bad. Mead? Oh, yeah, no, I'd be mead. A good strong mead. Good mead is so delicious. I'm going to play out Lion's Eye Diamond. If my opponent can destroy it, that's fine. I just don't want to get... Actually, no, that was the last opponent that had him. Kano is a Planeswalker in Kaldheim. Oh, damn. I can neither confirm nor deny what that call to Wizards was about. Nor can I confirm nor deny it was about Kaldheim. Yeah, no, a friend of mine does his own homebrew. I have done homebrew. I haven't in a while. But I got a buddy that does mead, and then he force carbs it so that he can keep it sweet. Because he does, well, he tried carbonating some of his mead, and some of his mead he left, like, lower carb, I guess? I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Pass the turn. We need to draw a good draw spell here. This is a good chat. I really enjoy talking to all of you. We enjoy shit posting to you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Kefka, it's not my birthday. We're not going to attack with Baral because that would let them down tick Nahiri to kill it. I really regret not picking up Manamorphose during the draft, because I was thinking red would not be a good addition to what we were playing, but apparently the current Storm deck is definitely Grixis. Oh, you guys like Mega Man? I'm a huge Mega Man fan. That's the game. Okay, so I got some internet deep lore for y'all. I love Battle Network. I've played all of them. I even have Battle Network 4.5, the Japanese only release, on an actual physical cartridge. I actually was the only programmer on a Mega Man Battle Network MMO that ran for about 7 months and had like 15 concurrent players. YouTube videos of this still exist, and I still have the source code. But it was a passion project from the time that I was like 13 until I left for college, and then I stopped because I just couldn't do it anymore. It's like between server and client, like 200,000 lines of code. But if you Google my username and MMBN as one word, you'll find the videos from, I think the user is the real Nad, who is my friend in real life, that has uploads of that that game. You could make your own character. You could customize your charge shot. There was a super difficult boss that only Nad ever beat. Unfortunately, none of it's around anymore, and we got Ravage of War, so we're done. Unfortunately, we go 0-3 with the sweetest Storm deck I've ever played. I think that's enough Moto for tonight. Okay, what's this now? It's Leak Spin with a vibing cat. That's great. That's great. Oh, here, I could probably show you. Hang on. So this was, oh Jesus. This was the actual game that I used to work on. Let me turn that down because it was really loud. But yeah, if you it's 0exe44 is the user. If you look up this person, they have a bunch of uploads from this game. Registering, if you look at that video, is like how you could customize your Navi. I wrote all of this. And the code is hot garbage. I basically stopped because I got to the point where it was getting big enough, like I was on the verge of like cease and desist kind of thing. And I didn't have enough custom assets, and I couldn't convert everything over, so... But, this was my game. I had the battle system and everything. No, I think I'm done for the night. I just wanted to humble brag and bring this up while it was still relevant for a moment. But anyway, yeah. Can I post a link to these vids via Discord? Sure. All right. Well, thank you everybody so much for showing up. We had a good time on stream today. Big thank you to Noxon and Jod for your donations, as well as Kefka for giving out a community sub. Much appreciated to all of you. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I enjoyed doing a bonus stream. Show dog before we go? Alright, alright. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Come over here. Come over here where the camera can see you. Yes. Oh. Porter Bingo. You guys got it. He's so sweet. He's such a sweet boy. Alrighty. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. If you haven't already, please follow the channel. It'd mean the world to me if you did. Consider subscribing to the YouTube if you haven't already. Six Sigma's posted links in the chat. It was a good time, and we'll be streaming again soon. Next week might be the last regularly scheduled stream on Wednesdays. I'll try and stream a couple of other times if I can. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye!